Hi all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and need any help, feel free to drop by the official Tacticus Discord and go to Help How Do I. There will be loads of friendly people there, myself included, to lend a hand. If you're watching this video and find it useful, please consider using my Refer a Friend code. It gives you some Blackstone and helps me out tremendously. Remember, you can only use one Refer a Friend code. Okay, so now let's ditch the script and head on over to my favorite website on the internet, the Tacticus Planner. I want to talk about tokenomics, specifically in relation to Tacticus legendary events. After the Pattern Mines legendary event, Snowprint has continued to make each event harder than the previous, with more and more punishing restrictions. It's still very possible to achieve a first round unlock and a full blue wing, but winging a legendary is getting more and more onerous. Because of that, just planning out teams and pushing through each track isn't enough anymore. You now have to be very judicious with where you use your tokens in order to hit that desired first round unlock. Now, without further ado, I want to introduce you to a new feature I developed for the Tacticus Planner, Legendary Event Tokenomics. I'll give you a quick preview of it right here, all the way down at the bottom. Here we go. There's a lot of information on the screen, and I will go over all of it in a moment. So before we dive in headfirst into what this new feature is and how it works, I want to give a few caveats. First of all, the planner requires good data, and it needs good data in order to calculate points. Every track is worth 7,000 points, but as you can tell, this is for the Lucius track. We're showing 7,058, 6,992, etc. Nobody on the planner team who is doing active development is a Snowprint ambassador, so it's very hard for us to get accurate kill points and clear points for every battle in advance. It's not such a big deal, but you need to keep this in mind, especially if you're going to be cutting it close with your final tokens. Second, you have to update your progress. So as you finish a battle, mark which restrictions you've cleared, and if you've finished a full battle, mark that. If you do not do that, the tokenomics section, it will not be accurate. And unfortunately, the Tacticus API does not support legendary event progress, so you have to do this part manually. Third, the planner can't tell you how far the teams that you choose can go in each track. That's entirely dependent on the player, the team, the rank, etc. It's just not possible. This is something that you have to estimate. If you overestimate your abilities or your team's abilities, prepare to be disappointed. Fourth, as you can tell, I developed this on a desktop. I believe that it will work well on mobile. If not, please let me know. And finally, this feature is new. It's not currently in the mainline Tacticus Planner, so if you go to your copy of the Tacticus Planner, you won't see it there. However, there's already a pull request with Severin. And speaking of Severin, did you know that he actually pays for the servers for the Tacticus Planner? So if you use the planner and you find it useful, maybe consider going to the link to buy. There's a buy me a coffee link there. He says it's not that expensive to keep it running, but seriously, even like 50 cents to $1 once a year is more than enough to keep it running for everybody. If everybody just pitched in a little bit, it would fully pay for itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and navigate to the Lucius legendary event. If you don't know how to get there, I'm already there, but you can go to Plan, LRE, and then select the legendary event character. The next thing we need to do is pick our teams. Now, I've already gone through the trouble of picking teams. I'm just going to walk you through what we want to do. The very first thing you should do is pick your all-star team for each track. So let's look at the alpha track. The beta and the gamma track will behave exactly the same. So I prefer to have it on the card display as opposed to the table display. Click anywhere in the table, pick your all-star team. This is the team that you think will do the absolute best, even if they don't meet any restrictions. So I, for example, think that Dante, Karn, Isabella, Rotbone, and Malidus will go very far. And alphas against the Eldari, I just played against them in the previous legendary event, Mephiston's Final. I think that maybe with all my guys at Gold 3 and Diamond 1, I can probably get through 12, maybe 13. So next thing we want to do is find the highest crossover between the restrictions. So that's very easy to do. You just click on one restriction Then you click on another, and you click on another, and you click on another. When you get to the point where you have fewer than 3 units, back up 1. In order to start a legendary event battle, you have to deploy at least 3 units. So for now, it seems like we can get pretty good crossover with minimum 4 hits, no Bolter, Black Legion, with Angrak, Tarkin, and Volk. Not exactly the dream team that you had in mind, but we have a gold 1, a silver 2, and a bronze 1 character. My guess is that these guys can actually probably clear at least a few battles, and that's good because this is going to get us a lot of points using only 1 token. So once we have that, we click on them, we'd add them, we estimate the number of battles that they could clear, and then we go back and we start looking for other combinations. And you'll just continue doing this until you've added all the teams that meet multiple restrictions. The last thing you need to do is add a team that only clears 1 restriction. And you need to do that for each restriction. This is because when it comes down to it, unless you've been playing for a long time, you probably are not going to have a full complete of the legendary event. So you need to be able to push each restriction in each track. Okay, so I already went ahead and added a bunch of teams. I estimated how far I would get with each of them. And I did that for every track. So if we look at beta and gamma, you'll see it as well. We have teams and estimates for every single track. Remember, these are my own personal estimates because this is my own roster. You need to do the same. If you don't know how far a particular team could get in a track, the Tacticus Discord Help How Do I channel is probably going to be a good place to check. You can also check with your guild. Okay, so since I don't want to go over each team in detail because that's boring, let's get on to the good stuff. So if you go to the My Progress page and we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see a Tokenomics accordion. We'll open this up, and now we have a table here. This is the new feature that's been added. This feature tells you the next token you should use, if you achieve any particular milestone with it, which track and battle you should play, which team you should play, the total number or the incremental points that you earn with this token, the total points that you will have after using this token and winning the battle, and if you've hit and the milestones you would hit if you win the battle. Let's talk about each of these in order. So track and battle, that should be straightforward. Everybody knows what the restrictions are. Incremental points is just if you add up the points you get for each of the restrictions, and additionally kill points, clear points, and high score. This will tell you the total number of points that you get. And the planner understands if you've already cleared certain restrictions, including high score, kill points, and clear points. Another thing that the planner does not understand, however, is a small amount less than a perfect high score or kill score. So if you've, for example, been trying to punch up just to get those last few points with some tokens, and you've only killed 10 out of 50 enemies, the planner doesn't know that, and it has no way for you to enter that information. So don't worry about it, don't fret, just don't do it. Okay, so let's talk about milestones achieved. There's a list of common milestones that you can find. I actually went through and used the planner to calculate it, but it's pretty straightforward. Anyways, this will tell us if we clear only Alpha 1 with this team and we buy both packs in all 3 rounds, we will unlock the character. Yes, that's right. You can literally pay to unlock a legendary character. You need 100 points to do it if you buy both packs in all 3 rounds. Let's assume that that's not what we're going for and we're actually going to try a little harder. This tells you, okay, if you use 22 tokens and you pay for only the premium missions in all 3 rounds, you can also unlock the character, and it will tell you which tokens to use as you progress through the tracks. Same thing, if you get 6,500, you can do a second round unlock buying both packs. Probably the 2 most interesting milestones, at least for a player like myself. The first round with both packs. I have bought both packs for 1 character's release, that was Dante. The rest I just don't consider them to be a great value. I knew I wanted to build the Rapid Assault multi-hit team, so and I only got about 10,500 points. I knew I wanted him. I knew I didn't want to build an entire roster to get him any further than I had, so I went ahead and bought him. If you're a free-to-play player, though, this is probably what you're looking for. If you do all the free missions, you can get a free unlock with 12,500 points. And it actually looks like for Lucius, if I estimated correctly, I might be able to do it because you get, I believe, 68 or 69 tokens if you use your ad refreshes playing the event for free. Now, I could have severely overestimated the power of each of my teams, so I'm actually not expecting to unlock him the first round, but that's another story. Okay, so let's say you've come here, you've started playing a few battles, and we decided that we have now cleared Alpha 1 with Black Legion, min 4 hits, and no bolter. So we'll go up to Alpha, and we will say that we have cleared, let's see, and I just want to make sure I got these all. Yep. Okay. Now what you can see is that it has reacted. It says that I have already achieved the milestone of unlocking the character on the third round if I buy both packs with every round. And it tells me the next token I should use is now to play with the same team on Battle 2. The algorithm for telling you which team to play with is a greedy algorithm. What that means is it just looks at all of the possible uses of a token at the moment and tells you the one that will earn you the most points. There are weird, complicated situations because the kill points and high score differ from battle to battle, where you could have something that's like 50 points higher in one track, but you need to push 4 battles to get into it. This algorithm doesn't take that into account. It would be very complex and hard for people to understand. So similarly, let's say we just go ahead and mark that we've done a bunch of battles in the gamma track. Actually, we'll do more in the alpha because it's showing us alpha first. So let's just say we've decided that we've cleared everything through battle 7 in alpha. Now it's saying, oh, okay, look, if you've done that, then we've already earned 6,500 points. That means that we actually have a second round unlock if we buy both packs. And it continues to tell us, okay, well, now that you've cleared 7 battles, you need to try with your team using the team that meets the no bolter and flying restrictions. Don't ask me why the icon is wrong. That's again, the planner team is entirely volunteer. So if you notice bugs, feel free to let us know. The planner, by the way, has its own Discord channel separate from the Tacticus Discord. If you have problems with the planner or questions about it, if you have problems, please ask in the planner Discord. If you have a question about it as it pertains to playing the game, feel free to ask in the Tacticus Discord, but be prepared for people to tell you to go to the planner Discord because the planner is neither owned nor operated by Snowprint. Okay, so I don't want to make this video any longer than it needed to be. I hope that you find this useful. If you do find it useful, or if you think that there's a killer feature related to tokenomics that is missing, please let me know. I'm actively working on it. My brain is still thinking about it quite a bit, so if there's something that you want to see, just let me know. With that, good luck with Lucius. I hope that you manage to unlock him whenever you intend to unlock him, and I will see you around for the next video. Goodbye.